Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called The Creator Movie Review. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's show on all your social media to help spread the word. Now, let's get started. I just saw a new movie that came out called The Creator. I was looking forward to it because the trailers seemed pretty impressive. So I went to see it, and here's what happened. On a visual level, the movie was impressive. Think Blade Runner set in Thailand. Beautiful. Technically, it was a very impressive piece of work. The director, who had taken a number of impressive movies in the past, had taken 7 years off to recharge his batteries. Well, without revealing too much, The Creator is about a war between the world of humans and the world of AI robots, and the technical and spiritual battle that takes place between them. Now, make no mistake, there are many visually stunning scenes in the movie, just as there were in Blade Runner. But the story is more than a little slow. In fact, to be painfully honest, I kept falling asleep during the movie. I nodded off at least a dozen times, just briefly my head nodded down, I woke up and resumed watching. But this happened at least a dozen times throughout the whole movie. My head would drop and then I would quickly wake up. Why is that? Well, it's because so many of the scenes and characters in the movie seemed like they were sleepwalking or just sterile or not really engaged. In fact, if the scenery and the action sequences weren't so impressive, I would probably have slept through most of the movie. The characters and the dialogue and the story were just too slow. Denzel Washington has a son in the movie whose name is John David Washington. I've seen him in a number of other movies, and almost everything about him when he comes on the screen is average. You'd have to wonder if the son would ever even have been an actor if the father wasn't such a major star. Now, he's done this before as well. He was in another visually stunning movie called Tenet. It looked really good, but the story put you to sleep. It just didn't have a great story. Same problem with The Creator. Lots of great special effects, but a boring story. Now, the studio bragged about how The Creator should cost $300 million to make, but it only cost them $80 million because they used a lot of cost-cutting strategies. They used a very small production crew. They used a small Sony FX3 cinema camera to film the movie. That camera costs about $4,000 as compared to the fortune that larger standard-sized cinematic cameras cost to film movies with. They went to more than 80 different locations around the world to film, but the cost of doing things was far less than it would have been had they moved 200 production people from country to country for each of these scenes. Now, one of the things they did to try and offset the low-budget look of the movie was they often filmed at dusk or dawn to make up for the bad lighting. I think the bad visual capture capabilities of the camera. Rather than move mountains of lighting rigs from city to city and country to country, they just brought these small lights on sticks to get the lighting effects they needed. I think that's why some parts of the movie look and feel a bit underlit and underwhelming in the light. The other thing that was unimpressive was the endless close-ups of all the AI bots' skulls to keep showing the audience this massive hole and tunnel that the robots have mechanically drilled through their heads from one end of the skull for another. They never really explain why that is, but they keep wanting you to notice that you can see right through the robot's head, and that proves it's a robot and not a human. It's just silly. It's as though they want to keep startling people every time one of those close-ups of the heads appears on camera. Like I said, The Creator is visually very impressive, but the script and the story looks and feels like they just harvested the best story from most of the top sci-fi movies shown to audiences around the world. They appear to have taken all those ideas and put them in The Creator to try and make it look like something new. So what do we get? We get a movie that looks like it was rehashed from a ton of other sci-fi movies in the past. My advice is to wait until it comes to cable in 6 months and then watch it. Good luck. Thank you for watching. I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Thank you, and we shall talk to you soon. Bye-bye.